Okay, everybody knows about the Big D. Big money, big hair, fast cars, and the Cowboys. But what about the little D? Independent art, music, and even faster cars. So buckle your seatbelts, folks, as we head to Denton! This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Denton sits at the edge of the sprawling DFW Metroplex, about 40 miles north of both Dallas and Fort Worth. But you can't just lump it in, because Denton moves at a much slower pace. Well, except in South Denton County. And if the folks in nearby Dallas live life in the fast lane, then these guys live life on the Autobahn. Welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway, Texas' premier racetrack and the only NASCAR venue in the Lone Star State. No matter how you feel about NASCAR, you cannot argue with this place. 165,000 seats, filled to capacity when the pros come to town. Now, very few of us will ever be part of a pro team, but we can all be part of Team Texas, and that only happens here at the Texas Motor Speedway. That's right, NASCAR-grade stock cars. The engines, the tires, the sheer, raw, unadulterated horsepower at your fingertips. Because here at Team Texas, you are the driver. Of course, they don't just let you hop in a stock car. All that power requires preparation. Waivers, you might blow up, you might catch on fire, training, track tours, and equipment handout. But for the NASCAR faithful and adrenaline junkies like myself, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And after all that, drivers are grouped, cars are assigned, and then we're paired up with an experienced coach. Because when us first-timers get inside, our brains have a tendency to go to mush. Y'all pray for us. Yeah. Crew, get the cameras ready. And gentlemen, start your engines.
You check, ready to have some fun?
Yes, sir, I am.
Rock and roll, buddy.
Excellent.
Remember this, permission to go faster, level off where you are, and slow down.
Go back down.
To avoid the perils of first gear, the four-wheelers give us a little extra bump. And then, we're off to the races.
All right, check, clutch out.
The first curve, we take off the track. But come the straightaway, let's see what this baby can do. Ooh, yeah! And that engine isn't purring like a kitty cat. It's roaring like a lion. The track is marked with certain points that drivers have to hit as we fly into the turns. You hug the grass, hug the wall. Oh man, this is way cooler than any video game could ever be, and much louder. It's a good thing we've got hand signals. The turns have an incline of 24 degrees, so you hit one of these wrong and you might very well end up in the stands. Like I said, these babies are full-blown stock cars, and it is taking every ounce of concentration I've got to keep my car straight and steady. You know, the world looks very different whizzing by at 150 miles an hour. The day tripper car is going for the cup. Smoked ya! To think of all the pros that have driven on these curves. And now I get to follow in their tire marks. And that's pretty awesome stuff. And just as I'm settling in, getting the feel for the track, it's over.
Nice job.
Was that 10?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I
That
tell
went too
people,
fast.
you don't know you can drive 10 laps and not take a breath.
I know, man. That's true.
Slow us down just a little bit, Chad.
Oh, man, there is nothing like that. Woo! I didn't expect the G's to be so much. When you pull into those turns, the weight is pushing you into your seat, and you are holding that steering wheel as straight as you can, hugging that turn. Oh, man.
It's one of the coolest things that you ever do. Man, I want to tell you something. You did awesome. You've done this before, haven't you?
y'all, come on now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we were doing all right.
You did awesome.
Doing all right.
You did awesome. Well, you'd be welcome back in my car anytime you want to come out here.
Yeah, you're just laying it on.
We were flying out there. Did you hear the car going pop, 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 pop,
Oh,
pop?
sure, yeah.
That's doing 150 miles an hour around the
Seriously?
racetrack.
I'm not a watcher, but this is enough to get any guy hooked.
Well, you know,
mean-
I tell people you don't have an appreciation for really what the sport is. You could even sit in the stands and not have a full appreciation. Now when you sit up there, you can tell people, hey, it ain't as easy as it looks.
No kidding, no kidding. Now, being behind the wheel is by far the biggest thrill ride. But for kids or anyone not ready to drive, the NASCAR limousine will take you for a spin. Or you can see how the pros do it, riding shotgun with a professional driver. And today, I pulled Team Texas owner and class instructor, Mike Starr. Here we go. I can think of few things more thrilling than driving in a metal rocket ship 160 miles per hour, only inches from another car. Man, that was fast. They say it's only 10 miles faster, but I'm not so sure I believe them. I felt like we were going at least twice as fast around those turns. Oh man, what a way to kick this day into high gear. Literally. Team Texas, baby. Well, I must say, I now have a true appreciation for what drivers do behind the wheel. And anyone who can do that for 500 miles straight is an athlete in every sense of the word. Now, I may have only done 10 laps, but that's enough to work up one athlete-sized appetite. So I'm hopping over to the nearby enclave of Roanoke, which proclaims to be the unique dining capital of Texas. And with a main street filled with almost nothing but restaurants, I might have to agree. However, in the true Southern tradition of NASCAR, I got a hankering for some fine Southern cuisine, something like the original Babe's Chicken Dinner. Well, it seems that a few folks beat us to it, but no worries, because this chicken is worth the wait. Well, how would you rank this chicken with other fried chicken you've had?
Oh, it's at the top. Unbelievable.
Oh, this is the best. This is a 10 of 10.
Really? 10 out of 10?
Yes.
And how was it?
Delicious.
And how would you rank this chicken up with other fried chicken you've had?
This is the only fried chicken. There is no other.
Now, this place may not be serious about a lot of things, but they are definitely serious about one thing, and that's fried chicken. All right, so this is Paul Vineyard, the man who founded Babe's Chicken Dinner. Hey, thanks for having us here.
Great to be here. Glad to have you all.
Oh, hey, our pleasure, our pleasure. But tell me, it seems that you have perfected the fried chicken. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know that we perfected it. I used my mother's recipe that we make our fried chicken with. We really began wanting to prepare food like my wife and I grew up in West Texas. And we were living here and we just couldn't find exactly what we were used to. So we said, well, we need to earn a living some way. It's a good thing to put a restaurant in. And, really want to duplicate the big family get-togethers that we both had. A casual atmosphere, lots of food, kind of loud talk, everybody visiting with each other about what's going on.
Right.
And just a great time.
Now, this Babe's doesn't just serve fried chicken. They also have chicken fried steak. Yep, just two choices. But they come with all the taters and grandma's corn that one day tripper can handle. Oh yeah, and homemade biscuits. So let's get to it. All right, I'm ready for this. All right, so when you order the chicken, you get all 4 pieces: breast, thigh, wing, and drumstick. And then, of course, the family style sides. Winter, winter chicken dinner. Woo, that came right out of the fryer. That crust is crunchy. The magic to fried chicken is in the crust. Oh, man. And then the white meat in the middle is just juicy and soft. That is some of the moistest fried chicken I've ever eaten. Oh, sides, I've forgotten about you. How about a little mashed potatoes, grandma's corn. All right, now it's time for a Babe-style dessert. Homemade buttermilk biscuits. Sugary, sweety goodness. It's called sorghum. Like, it's sort of dark, kind of like molasses. A little extra never hurt anybody. Okay, so with a full belly and an eager mind, it's time to wander up the road to the heart of Denton County, Denton, Texas, lovingly known as Little D. It's so close to Big D, although it couldn't feel more different. The town may have over 100,000 people, but it definitely has retained its small town feel. And the youthful energy pouring in from UNT and Texas Women's University keeps this small town feeling young and fresh. And just like a good small town, the town square is the heart of the city. So this is downtown Denton, which has this fantastic town square. You got the historic courthouse, local businesses, local restaurants, and the weirdest shopping mall in Texas. Actually, make that America. Welcome to the mini mall. So what I think is going on here is that people get booths to basically sell their junk. This is like a gigantic garage sale. You know, you just can't find a good VHS of Rent-A-Cop these days. If only I had a VCR anymore. The world's biggest yard sale. Eye candy, that's all this place is. It's just fun eye candy.
Well, hello, how are you? I'm Gene Pitney. Care to buy my album? Don't buy that silly Pitney album. You need to buy Garland Jeffries, the soulful sounds of a man with great hair.
You don't need to buy that Garland Jeffries album. He's terrible. You need to buy the Ronnie Conniff Singer.
Be swept away in the sweet, soulful sounds of Gene Pitney's voice.
Look how beautiful I am. Here, just buy me.
There's more, there's more. So if you couldn't find what you wanted at Mini Mall 1, you've always got Mini Mall 2. The shopping continues. Ooh, a harp. Is it sarcophagus or sarcophagi? Oh, bummer, I can't fit.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to bring them all.
Wait, what is it again? Y'all have never actually seen the Day Tripper camera. This is how Richie makes the entire show.
Oh, this is cool. It's like I'm filming you and you're filming me.
Yeah. Hit me in the head with an axe. Ah, didn't feel it. Hey man, come on, loosen up. You're a little stiff. No one's gonna buy you if you look like that. They just don't understand good salesmanship. As you see, you could definitely waste about an entire day at this place. But there's plenty more on the square to see.
We now interrupt this programming to remind you to like and subscribe. Now back to the road.
And nothing sounds more delicious right now than homemade ice cream, especially when it's made by a gal named Beth Marie. Okay, so this is Margaret with Beth Marie's.
Hi.
Man, these people love ice cream.
They do indeed, for sure.
And on a hot summer afternoon, I mean, ain't nothing like ice cream.
Even on a 30-degree day in the wintertime, there's nothing like ice cream.
I agree. How many flavors do you guys have?
We have 91 flavors right now.
91
flavors, and I'm still creating them.
That's incredible. And I wanted to see where it all gets made.
And this is where we make our ice cream at. It's a 1937 Emery Thomas ice cream machine.
That's old-fashioned.
It is as old-fashioned as I think as it gets.
Right. Whoa! Sounds kind of like kicking an old car engine. You know, firing it up. It starts with 14% butterfat cream. Throw in some flavorings, and 10 minutes later, boom, you've got ice cream.
Any kind of cookies or candies, all your caramel and your fudge swirls are swirled in by hand. So this big freezer that I have right here, I fill it up every week, and it's usually empty by Monday.
Wow.
So we gotta fill it up again.
Now all I need to do is eat some. But with so many flavors, I may need some advice. So what do you usually get? You have a flavor?
I go Turtle Torture. It's got caramel-filled chocolates.
I got Butterbrickle. I've never had this kind before.
And?
I love it.
Okay, that's no help. Everyone here has a different favorite. Looks like I'll just have to dive in myself. I'm just warning you, I might be a little obsessive with the sampling. I need to try the bacon ice cream first.
The bacon ice cream, that's called Hog Wild. It's a maple flavored ice cream with chocolate flakes and bacon.
You know what? It is very unique, but it is good. Now we need to try the jalapeno one.
That's called Texas Heat. It's chocolate flake ice cream with candied jalapenos. Give it a moment. There it is, right there.
Yes. That's the spiciest ice cream I've ever tasted in my life.
Chocolate covered cherries. That's the salty dog. This is real pistachio. Cupcake. Beth's raspberry truffle.
Is that Dr. Pepper ice cream?
I do have Dr. Pepper ice cream.
I gotta try that too. And we have a winner. Man, Dr. Pepper flavored ice cream with pecan praline. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. You have a great day.
Now this is good day tripping. Now I've already mentioned the University of North Texas, which helps keep Denton young. But another thing it does is help keep Denton musical. You see, UNT's music department is one of the best in the country, which helps create one of the most vibrant music scenes in Texas. And my favorite place to explore the local sounds is actually the bookstore. Right here on the square, Recycled Books. 3 stories filled with the smell of old paperbacks, shag carpet, and music. In the days of digital downloads and CDs seemingly on their deathbed, there's still no replacement for discovering new music than browsing the racks with a buddy. And today, that's local artist and promoter, Glenn Ferris.
Man, this guy, Nervous Curtains, is really cool. Centromatic, Brave combo. One of my personal favorites, Fish Boy. That was Sarah Jaffe. I play on this record.
Oh, he plays on this record.
I actually play on this one.
That's why you picked it up, huh?
Here's another band I play in. This is Doug Burr. It's very incestuous in such a small town.
You know, like most Texans, we don't quite understand why Denton has become this sort of like creative hotbed.
Right, right.
Where does this come from?
It's the perfect storm of creativity, I think, with the jazz program at UNT. And jazz is all about freedom, you know, it's all about breaking the rules. And just kind of a DIY kind of punk rock attitude combining at the same time. And people just get a lot done musically here. And a lot of people, you know, love to listen to live music and show up, and you know, if your heart's in it, that's, you know, recognized here. So,
and it's been that way for a long, long time. You didn't know it, but Denton has been the training ground for some of the biggest names in music, such as Roy Orbison. Pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman. Don Henley. After the boys of summer have gone. Meatloaf. Don't be sad, don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Crooner Pat Boone. Ain't that a shame? Sly Stone. Oh yeah, gonna dance to the music. Oh. And more recently, Norah Jones. Don't know why I didn't call. Oh, but we can't forget about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Raindrops keep falling on my head. What? And Dr. Phil. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Okay, those last two aren't exactly musicians. Something's in the water here in Denton. And with the abundance of music comes an abundance of music venues. But since we've still got some time to kill before the music pumps up, I think it's time for dinner. So I'm headed to Roosters Roadhouse. Their patriotic slogan about sums it up. Red, white, and blue. That's redneck, white trash, blue collar. Yes, it's a place without pretense, but that doesn't mean that this place doesn't have taste.
It's a mix of like out of control plus like in your face, in your mouth amazingness.
It's awesome. It's an awesome atmosphere. I love the place.
Well, I see an upside down Christmas tree and a lawnmower on the roof, so this place is pretty cool.
And the owner of this temple of low-taste decorations but high-taste food is Morgan Hull. So how did you get into this sort of thing?
I've been cooking since I was a little kid and always wanted to have a joint. This is a place I can come hang out. It's just a non-pretentious beer, burger, and barbecue joint.
I like this way that sounds.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We've got fresh ground beef, smoke our own meats, make our own dressings, make our own relishes.
I see some very interesting things like barbecue and a burger just thrown in there together.
We do like to have a twist on our stuff to make sure that it keeps you captivated. Any way we can get flavor on a burger, we'll put it on there.
Yeah, Roosters is pushing the boundaries of a typical burger joint and the boundaries of human consumption. Those with an insatiable appetite for food can go for the Texas Slider Challenge, 18 tiny burgers. But those with an insatiable appetite for pain can go straight for the fiery inferno. Oh man.
Hellburgers is fun. It's just a little slider. The sauce with it we make with ghost chilies. Ghost chilies rank about number 4 in the world on heat level. So when you combine that with a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of a secret elixir, you get kind of a warming effect.
A warming effect, that's one way to put it. Yeah. As fun as melting my mouth to oblivion sounds, I'd like to actually taste my order, especially when it looks as good as this. All right, man, look at this. So this is their bean and chopped brisket queso. You got a layer of beans on the bottom, then a layer of brisket, then some barbecue sauce and smokehouse pico on the top. Man, that is great. Wow. And then look at this. This is ridiculous. This is called redneck sushi. I don't think they make anything like this in Japan. You got brisket, sweet hots, cheese, wrapped in a flour tortilla, a little pickled onion ginger to clean the palate.
Hey, Chet. Looks like you forgot to order your hell slider. Come on now, don't be a pansy.
No, Chet, don't fall into temptation. He only wants to cause you pain.
Oh, now don't listen to him. He's no fun. Come on, walk with me on the wild side.
No, Chet, you have nothing to prove, sweet angel.
No, I can do this. I can eat this. What did that guy talk me into? It is a terrible idea to eat any burger that comes with a waiver. Okay, no need to think this over. Just get it over with. This is so stupid. Once I start, I can't stop. That's gotta be it. Here we go. 1 bite. 2 bites. 3 bites. I'm starting to shake a little bit. 4 bites. 5 bites. And 6. And here comes the burning. Oh my gosh. That is the hottest thing I've ever put in my mouth. Now I know why Roosters charges $9 for this milk. Give me a second. I'm hallucinating a little bit. I think I'm gonna need another glass. Thank you. And I'm not even gonna ask what this one costs. I gotta get up and walk around, I think. That was horrible.
Yeah.
And it's still horrible. Not yet, that's a little premature. Every time I stop drinking milk, it comes back. Yes, I'll take them both. This may help. It's getting worse. It's like as soon as I think it's better and I stop drinking something, the whole mouth turns to fire again. Now the back of my throat is burning. Oh, it's bad. It's slowly getting better. Slowly getting better. You get into it, and about bite 3, it slowly starts to creep up on you. And so you gotta just pound it back. You just gotta hold on. It's like riding a bull. I will live to day trip another day, but I will never live to day trip another hell slider. Never. Well, I've definitely left my mark on Roosters. And since I've lost about half my taste buds, Roosters has definitely left its mark on me. Where's that live music we were talking about, so I can forget about this burning inferno of a mouth? Well, if you want to hear some of the best acts in Denton, then you definitely need to head to Dan's Silverleaf. It's a funky, low-key sort of place that you'd never guess was perhaps the best music venue in town. And I think I might still be hallucinating from the ghost chilies. And as the place fills up for tonight's show, I grabbed Dan himself. I've heard a lot about this venue. Now, so what's the secret to having a good music venue?
Man, I mean, it's a really prickly business, you know. There's really no rhyme or reason to any of it, you know. I mean, just make it sound as good as possible.
Yes.
Bands always want to come back, you know, have the place sound good to them from the stage.
Absolutely,
and then,
yeah.
then of course, make it sound good for the audience. It's just simple
So
things.
I saw a lot of chairs. You got a lot of chairs in there. I mean, you think this is a place to chill out and relax, or?
Well, it depends on the show. There's several configurations that we can put the place in.
Very
That's
cool.
part of the deal is you have to be kind of adaptable.
Yeah. Now, would you say most of your acts are local?
Well, I mean, we get a lot of local acts. We also are really fortunate to get a lot of really phenomenal touring acts as well. We cater mostly to Americana music.
Okay.
But
yeah.
we do punk and jazz and everything.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you. I'm really excited about this show coming up tonight.
Well, AM Ramblers are top notch. You'll enjoy it.
And that's exactly who's hitting the stage now. Local folk Americana act, the AM Ramblers.
Glad to be at Dan Silverleaf tonight, our favorite place to drink, see shows, and play shows.
You know, anytime I see young dudes picking up a mandolin and a banjo, I get pretty dang excited. Wow, what a day it's been in Little D. From the tracks of South Denton that carried us to fried chicken, historic courthouses, and to Hades and back, this day has been epic and has had one epic soundtrack. Well, guys, it's been a big day in Little D. I'm gonna get back to this show, but I'll see all y'all out on the road. Bye con Dios, amigos. So everybody knows about the Big D. All right. Big money, big hair. I heard it again. But what about the Little D? Independent art, whatever else is there. I know.
Two coonskins wrestling in a pillow sack ain't never gonna be able to make a casserole. My mama taught me that, and what that means is your relationship is not doomed. You can work this out.
New from Day Tripper Records, the sweet, soulful sounds of Denton, featuring songs like And I Would Do Anything for Love.
Come away with me in the night.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. I am everyday people.
You can work this out. Just try to see things my way.
Buy it now on 8-track and cassette. Not available in any of the 50 states. What? Howdy, y'all. Follow along with my adventures at Chet Tripper on Instagram and at The Day Tripper TV on Facebook and YouTube. Or head to thedaytripper.com for travel guides, past episodes, and info on our mobile app and Team Day Tripper. This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Howdy, y'all. Chet the Day Tripper here. Thanks so much for tripping with us. Remember, while you're here, like this video, subscribe to our channel so that we can stay out there on the road and keep on tripping. Did we miss anything in this town? Leave us a comment, let us know. We love finding out about new stops with all of your tips. And if you love Epic Texas Day Trips, remember to check our channel. We got a lot of them on there. Also, don't forget, if you want some sweet Day Tripper merch or another cool Texas-made product, come see us in Georgetown at the Day Tripper World Headquarters. You can also shop online if you check the link down there in the caption. All right, y'all. Bye con Dios, amigos.